I want to show you a great vegetarian dinner recipe. This Thai yellow curry has been a favorite in our house and everybody I've served it to. So it's super easy to make. There's just a few tips I want to show you so that you can make your curry the best curry. We're going to start today by making our tofu. I have wrapped my tofu in a big towel. That's my favorite way to drain tofu. And I'm going to quick slice this up into cubes. To slice this into cubes, I just cut across here. I slice it down the middle, and then I go down the middle of each of those sides. And I do the same thing over here. I slice it right down the middle, and then down the middle of each of those sides. Once my tofu is all cut, I'm going to put it right into the pan, and we are going to give that a quick cook. We're just adding that Bragg's liquid aminos to give a little bit of flavor. We don't need to add a lot because we have a lot of flavor coming from the curry sauce that we're going to add this to in a little bit. So let's get our tofu cooked up. Now the trick to the tofu here is that you want it to be golden brown and delicious. So you're going to just cook it on one side until it's brown and cook it on the other side until it's brown. So let's just keep it going. It's still cooking. Now that our tofu is brown, we're going to put it into a bowl and put it off to the side until it's time until we get our curry sauce made. Oops, almost lost one. When my daughter was little, I used to sit her on the countertop and she would sneak my tofu when I wasn't looking. In the same pan that you cook your tofu, we're going to go ahead and make our curry sauce. So let's add a little bit of oil. And to that oil, we're going to add some diced onions. I always have diced onions in the refrigerator because I like to get together meals quickly. And if I have things chopped up already, I don't have to get all that stuff out and make a big mess. Because nobody wants to make a mess. So let's cook up those onions a little bit. We're not looking for the onions to brown. We just want the onions to cook a little bit and get clear. One of the secrets to a great curry is using real coconut. I'm going to shake it up, and the trick is you only use half. Now don't put the whole can in because we're going to save that last half of the can and we're going to put it in last. So you get a lot of good coconut flavor. As it cooks, the coconut flavor goes away. Let's do that. Save that for later. And give it a stir. Now another thing you want to do is add your curry paste with the coconut milk and let it cook for a little while and get that done. And this brand I find is the best brand for curry paste. I've had other brands and they're just not as good. This is the brand. You can't find it in the regular grocery store usually. You'll have to go to an Asian market or you'll have to order it online. But this is the key to having a really good curry. So let's go ahead and put that in there. If you like it spicy, then go ahead and put the whole can in. If you don't like it as spicy, you can use half a can or 3/4 of a can. So put your curry paste in there and stir that up. So one of the secrets to a good curry is to let your curry paste bubble with the coconut milk. You want to make sure you do that for a good minute so it gets lots of good flavor. All right, now that that's all cooked together, we are going to go ahead and add our potatoes. You could use any potato you want here. I'm using red potatoes. You can use yellow potatoes. You can use red potatoes. You can use russets. No. Once you get that stirred together, you're going to want to add in some vegetable broth or some no chicken broth. I am using water mixed with McKay's chicken style seasoning to make a no chicken broth. And you're going to cook that. You're going to want that to come to a boil, and you're just going to cook that until your potatoes are done. Now that we've added our potatoes and stirred it all together, we're going to let this cook for about 20 minutes until our potatoes are soft. The potatoes are soft. We just have a couple more things to add. We're going to add in some peas, which I don't believe is traditional in this curry, but I like to add a little color and add a little protein to our supper, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to add in our tofu. As you can see, we've browned the tofu, and we're going to dump that in. Again, this is extra firm tofu that we browned slightly with some Bragg's liquid aminos. We're going to add that. And then the last thing we're going to add, actually there's two other ingredients. There is the coconut milk. We're going to add the remainder of the coconut milk. Again, adding the second half of the coconut milk leaves the coconut flavor. It gives it more coconut flavor. The last thing we're going to add is just a little bit of Bragg's liquid aminos. Traditionally, they'll put in fish sauce here, but we don't use fish sauce. So the Bragg's will take the place of that. It'll give a little saltiness, a little bit more flavor. And we're just going to get this all cooked through. This yellow curry is all done. It's going to be a perfect dinner over brown rice. Let's plate some up. See how our curry looks.